Hello, Miyaka's Kitchen. How are you all doing? For me, I'm doing good. I'm doing fantastic. And today, I'm very happy. I'm going to teach you something from this delicious. I'm going to teach you this delicious, fantastic Congolese dish. So this is just cabbage and tilapia. Oh my God, look, very delicious. So I'm going to show you. So for this one, you are going to need a cabbage, just like that, and you are going to need the fish. So for me, I'm using tilapia. You can use any fish of your choice or any meat of your choice. So for our cabbage, we are going to cut it just the way, just the way you cut cabbage, just like that. So this one is very delicious. You can use any meat of your choice, but for me, in this one, I'm using fish tilapia, but you can use chicken, you can use neck bones, pork neck bones, you can use shrimp, you can use anything that you want. Turkey neck, you can use anything. So I'm going to cut it in a small pieces, just like that. If you want, you can cut it big, but for me, I like small. So we are going to cut even the green one so that it can give us the good color, just like that. So now I'm gonna set it aside and we are going to go on our fish. So I already washed the fish and season it with lemon, pepper and salt only, but you can do it whatever you want or the way you want it. So now we are going to fry the tilapia. If you don't want to fry it, you can put it in a oven or you can put it in a hair fryer. It's just fine. Okay, so but for me, I'm just going to fry it. So the kid was going around and coming to see what I'm cooking. So I'm gonna cover it, so that they cannot burn, in case they come and check what I'm cooking. So my fish is ready. I'm gonna take them out. I didn't want to fry them, so that I didn't want to make it like really fry them hard, but I like it to be like a little bit soft. Yeah, but if you want it harder, you can just let them be crispy. So that I finished to cook to fry the fish. So now I'm going to wash my cabbage. Cabbage always look clean, and we neglect sometimes to wash them, but wash them. So I put the pots on the stove and I put water in it and let it be hot, and then I'm going to put the cabbage inside, just like that. So now I'm blanching the cabbage. So the importance, why am I blanching it? So sometimes whenever you cook cabbage, you always have that sweet, that sweet taste. Yeah, but this is another way that you can eliminate, that sweetness, if I can say so. But if you don't want to do this, it's okay. And for me, if I don't want to do this, I always buy the cabbage and put it in the fridge for long time so that you can eliminate the sweet taste. So you are going to blanch it just for 5 to 10 minutes. Don't let it to be soft, but don't let it to be soft, but just let it be a little bit hard. So I'm gonna drain and put the same parts on the stove, and then I'm gonna use the same oil that I fried the chicken with, or the fish that I fried the fish with. So I'm gonna use the same, and I'm gonna put, you see that the fish flavor. So I'm gonna put it inside just like that, and then I'm gonna cut the tomato. So that's the tomato, the fresh tomato, and I'm gonna put the pepper, celery and peppers. And now I'm going to put some salt, And then I'm gonna put onion powder. And then I'm gonna use garlic powder. And then I'm gonna put the chicken bouillon. And then I'm gonna put sazon. And I'm gonna mix all together. And I went in the African store and I found this spicy. So I was like, I'm gonna try it and see how it is. So this is aja something. Alda is Alda. So I just put it really give a really good smell. Yeah, really good smell. So mix everything together and I'm gonna let it fry. So the tomato, the sauce is fried. So now I'm gonna put the cabbage. And I'm going to mix everything together. Let the cabbage and the sauce, come together, mixing them together just like that. So now I'm gonna put this is peanuts, is raw peanuts, is grounded raw peanuts. This is totally optional. You don't have to do it if you don't have it. But if you have it, it's really good. Give a good taste, if I can say so. But it's totally optional. If you don't have it, it's not a big deal. So I'm gonna mix everything together. And now I'm gonna add a little bit water. Don't put too much because this is a vegetable. It's gonna produce its own water. So just put a little bit and then I'm gonna cover it and let it boil. You see everything is boiled. So now I'm gonna put eggplant. So mine was frozen. And this is optional too. If you don't have eggplant, you don't have to do it. But you have it, or if you have a chance to buy it, it's really good. So I'm gonna mix everything together just like that. And I'm going to cover it and let it boil. So you can see the cabbage is almost ready. So now I'm going to set it aside. And now we are going to do the magic. So I'm gonna set it aside and I'm going to use the same pan that I used to fry the fish. If you wanna do dishes, go ahead and use something else, but for me, I didn't want to do too many dishes and I forget to turn off the stove. So you have to turn off the stove whenever you are doing this. So I use the same pot that I was cooking the cabbage, and I'm going to do this. I'm gonna do the layers. Okay, the layers. This one, it was very fantastic. And this dish, I want to tell you a secret. So this dish was my father when we were little kids. So our father used to cook something like this, but he was using the lenga-lenga and kitoyo. And lenga-lenga and fish too. Yeah, he was cooking that one, lenga-lenga and kitoyo too. He was doing these layers. So it was really, this is very memorable dish, if I can say that. When we were kids, our father was cooking for us when my mom was going traveling. And yeah. So now I put the cabbage on the bottom and put the fish the way you see it, and cover it with the cabbage. Just like that. And you can see all the house was smelling so good. So don't forget to put a little bit soup so that the bottom cannot burn. Just like that. And then I'm gonna repeat the same process. I'm gonna put the fish on top. So this one, if you have meat, you can do just the same thing with your meat. If you have neck bones, just do the same thing. But the only difference is gonna be your meat, you have to boil them, and for the fish you have to fry them. So I put the fish, and then now I'm gonna cover them off, cover the fish also with the remaining cabbage. Just like that, and put everything back, just like that. So now you are going to reduce the heat. Don't put it on high, just put it on low so that it cannot burn, because this one have to really cook very slow so that it cannot burn, because we're not going to turn it. Okay, we're not going to put our spoon inside. We are just gonna let it, and we are going just to shake it a little bit so that the fish cannot break. So we are going to cover it, and look at this. The fish, the sauce is ready. Look, very fantastic, and it's smelling. So you see how I'm shaking it? That's how you shake it. So it's ready. Now we are going to eat. So for us, for me, we eat with fufu, but don't worry, you can eat it with anything. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to like. So this is it. So this is it. Very delicious. Look, and we got the fufu, and everything is really good. So don't worry, you can eat it with rice, of course. We eat it with rice too, and you can eat it with plantain, or you can eat it by itself. So this one is very simple and it's very delicious. Anybody can cook this. Okay, so do me a favor, go subscribe.